Hey everybody, so it's a new day down here in the shop, and well, not in the shop, I'm sitting in my van. I'm about to go let some people in the gate, but the white Samurai, I had a guy interested in it, and he offered me a good bit of money for it, so he's coming to get that. And then my buddy Jonathan, that's bought parts from me for a long time, he was having some trouble with his Samurai, so he's bringing it over, and I'm going to get that thing fixed up for him. And Jangle is on his way up from Georgia right now because we are going to rip his Samurai apart. And that 10-top body that I've got back there that I've been saving for him, we're going to cut the back half off of it and graft it onto his Samurai. And he has been building his Toyota axles all week at his house. So he's going to use my plasma cutter and hack everything off of his Samurai, and we're going to set his up on some Toyos and get it built for our next URI trip next weekend. So yeah, stay tuned, and it'll probably be a pretty long video because I want to, show you all a bunch of stuff. But yeah, so stay tuned, and when Jangle gets here and this Samurai gets going, we'll show you some stuff. So. I didn't even notice the grab bar. Is that out of like a razor or something?
Which one, the pink one?
Yeah.
No, I made that.
Out of your daughter's scooter?
Some random metal sitting around. It ain't too loud either.
Idle's not that low.
Seems like it's running.
Hey, go get you a damn mechanical pump. We can install it right now.
Electric pump?
Yeah.
That idle's perfect.
Yep.
Man, imagine pulling a Holly sniper off to put a 3K on it.
Right?
Yeah.
And it actually fire up.
The Holly EFI that we just pulled off of that is going on Elijah's Toyota, and we just put a 3K on that so he can wheel with us next weekend. We got Jangle Samurai in here. We're about to rip it apart. Got the wings smoking. Good times. Tell us what happened. So like, explain everything from the start. Like, no spark issue, and then it had the Holly sniper, and we didn't like that, so we put the 3K on it, and then figured out that this EFI head doesn't have the cam lobe and all that. Just give the whole jazz after the cam lobe situation.
Oh, then after that, we fired it up with a bottle. After we found out that the fuel pump wasn't pumping, we were seeing a little bit of surge, but nothing crazy. Was an EFI motor, didn't think about it twice. Initially thought the filter was clogged or something, and it had an EFI filter, which was...
Yeah, because it was flattening the hose. Like, the hose was mushed.
But it would only pull fuel when you put your hand on it. So we kind of ditched that filter, put in just like a lawnmower style filter, carburetor filter, and it still wasn't pulling up. I mean, you could see little pulses in it, but nothing crazy. We thought the fuel pin was stuck. Took it out, whatever. Ended up taking out the pump.
Yeah, that shit didn't even move.
Priming up the pump by hand, it felt like it was doing something, but not, exactly all there. We crunk it over with the pin still in the engine, finger pushing the pin and no action. Jaden took it apart, stuck a pin in there. The lobe is completely round, which hindsight's always 20/20, but we didn't know that to start with. This is an EFI engine. It does not have the lobe. That's why it comes with a block-off plate. So we went to O'Reilly's here a second ago to get an electric fuel pump. So just hooking up that electric fuel pump now.
Hey, what PSI was that?
2 to 3.5.
2 to 3.5, so it's fine.
No return line, no nothing. It can handle up to 7 PSI with no return line.
So just pop it on there and that's it.
Pop it on there. He's got an aux beam set up in this rig. Have it on a switch. Then it should be good to go. We heard it crank on a bottle. So we're probably going to go for a fire up here shortly.
Getting it done.
So Jonathan's fixed up. He's gone. Jangle's rear axle's removed. There's his Toyo. He's into there unhooking drive shafts. Elijah's almost got his Sniper EFI system on. What do you lack?
I need to finish plumbing up the fuel pump, and then I'm gonna just reuse this fuel return line and then the throttle body for the throttle cable. And that's about it.
All right, sweet. I gotta come through with the plasma cutter. Hack this off, hack this off, hack this off, hack this off. Hack these U-bolts off that somebody welded on here, hack this off.
And Hobo Freight has a lot of grinding discs that we purchased.
Yep, so we're gonna grind these up. And then once we jack the front up, we're gonna hack this shock tower off, weld on his frame plates, weld his shock towers on, and then we gotta cut the rear perches off and all these tabs and stuff that are useless. And then we've got all the kits ready to go. We'll space all this out, but we're gonna put you on a time lapse. That way you can jam out to some music. And it's gonna be thundering and raining and nasty. So if there anything interesting happens or whatever, we'll bring you back out. All right, so we've already ran into a problem. Where's your flashlight, Jangle? Explain the dilemma.
So,
after we already prepped and cleaned this axle.
After prepping and cleaning this axle, building it out and everything, this U-bolt that's meant for an 84, 85 Toyota, which is what we thought this axle was out of.
And
Circle
the
pig in a
tubes,
square hole.
the tubes are huge. So we think this is out of a 90s model. But
In theory, it would be the same if I wouldn't have bought a kit for an 84, 85, which it's a, what is it, 2 3/4, I think?
I'm not
And this
sure.
is a 3-inch, or 2.5, and this is a 3-inch.
But
Luckily, Jaden has to save the biscuits because he's got a Toyota axle behind a Samurai back there that is the right size. So what we're going to do tomorrow is pull the third member out of this one, axles out of this one, essentially explode it, put it into the other one, and load it up. Now what we're going to do is set this back down, work on the front since it is, I guess, the more time-consuming and painful one, and figure out the rear tomorrow, which shouldn't take but 2 or 3 hours after prep work. So yeah, we'll get back with you.
first start with the Sniper EFI.
Whoa! Did you drain this freaking fuel pump?
No, I meant to put a napkin on that.
Hey, you didn't put the napkin on
Hey, there's
that.
napkins over there. Or
I think I could water bottle.
crap, that's what I forgot to grab earlier. I was gonna go up to this dollar store and get another box of paper towels because that's our last little.
I forgot about the pump though.
Yeah,
It'll run dry here in a second. There's nothing to it.
go.
Okay, ready?
Go. Hey, do better. Hey, did you program any of the idle air control stuff on this? There's a procedure for that.
It said select which unit you have, and I was like,
Yes. No, there's a TPMS.
Hey, at least it ran for a second though. Retune.
here, Dangle, come show me.
Show them your cool little screen. Your little monitor. Look at
I
that.
have a computer and an
You gotta
84
look it up
Toyota
online.
pickup.
I forget what the sequence is, but you gotta like press the pedal down and take it off, pedal down, take it off. There's a procedure to that. No,
Nice.
It's online.
Hey, guess what? It runs though.
It runs. It ran.
Next morning, down here in the shop, somebody got up early. I already got this one frame plate on and ready to go.
Okay, donut break.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some of this stuff cleaned up because they didn't get done till like 3 o'clock. Elijah drove his truck home, so I'm gonna get the welder drug out here and lay some heaters on this frame. And then we'll get this front end wrapped up, throw the high steer on it, and throw the tires on it, and at least set it back down. We can worry about shocks and stuff later, and then we're going to go out here and steal the Toyo out of, well, you can't see it. There's another little white one sitting over there, but we're going to rob that axle and then explode his axle, throw it all the guts in that other one, and then roll. So stay tuned.
Okay.
Thing was popping wheelies on me.
Hell yeah. We gotta rob this rear axle.
Ta-da!
Make ends meet over there. We'll drag it back with the Samurai whenever it's back.
That was scary.
Yeah. All right. Back to it. So one moment I'm welding, and the next moment Jaden's pulling up with a Samurai being towed by a four-wheeler. Granted, they probably have the same horsepower when both of them are stock, but...
What?
Okay, so we're about to rob this Toyota axle out. And I'm just sitting here helping as he's totally just lifting that shit by himself. Yeah, why do you need a crane or a winch when you have a Jaden around? Anyway, yeah, we about to mug this. That's being held on by one lug nut and is about to ka-chow. And put it back into that, and then put that one. I don't know if we're putting that back in there. Probably not. But anyway, we'll do something with that one. Yes. Okay, back to it. Okay, so Jaden finished this side up. Pretty damn good work from a professional welder, so. And then we had a little friendly competition, a little weld off, and I did the other side, and I'm a machinist, not a welder, but he made me sign this side because it looks like Fido's butt. I think I did pretty good for a welder that doesn't get paid to be a welder. Anyway, it's just a frame plate. I really don't care. But I just thought it was funny. I had to sign it because he didn't want to own it in public. If I say we did this, he didn't want to claim that. We're having fun. Pretty good times.
So we got Jangle sitting on the front end. We got to finish up the high stir kit, weld some stuff. We got his rear axle bolted up. We got to piddle with some stuff back there, weld his shock mounts back on. Elijah's got his sniper kit relearning for a different tune. And yeah, so Jangle just left. He's heading home to Georgia. This will probably be it for this video. I'm gonna finish the I got a case of the hiccups. I'm gonna finish this Samurai throughout the week this week, and then we're gonna go wheeling this weekend. And yeah, so stay tuned.